In-depth analysis of the annoyance of the gods. How does a novel that transforms Journey to the West into a celestial workplace drama make you laugh, think, and reflect? Ma Boyong's The Annoyance of the Gods casts Taibai Jinxing, or Li Changgeng, as the protagonist, reimagining the quest for Buddhist scriptures as a divine project management saga, blending humor with sharp workplace insights and human truths. Today, let's step into this heavenly office and follow Li Changgeng's hectic journey to uncover the survival philosophy and modern resonance behind the myth. Chapter 1. From Li Bai to Li Changgeng's Celestial Pivot. Ma Boyong's The Annoyance of the Gods doesn't spring from thin air, it draws nourishment from the mythic soil of Journey to the West, grafting modern workplace logic onto it to create a unique brilliance. With his signature historical wit, the author shapes Taibai Jinxing, Li Changgeng, into a celestial middle manager, tirelessly navigating the complex relationships between the Jade Emperor, the Buddha, and the scripture-seeking team. In an interview, Ma Boyong once shared, "I wanted readers to see that the heavenly court isn't a utopia, it's a workplace full of power plays." Set against the backdrop of the Tang Dynasty, the novel weaves in the divine hierarchy of Journey to the West alongside poetic allusions from Li Bai and Du Fu, crafting a narrative framework that feels both classical and contemporary. The novel's inspiration stems from Ma Boyong's re-examination of Journey to the West. In Wu Cheng'an's original, the quest for scriptures appears as a God-ordained adventure but conceals intricate power struggles and karmic entanglements. Ma Boyong keenly seizes on this, elevating Taibai Jinxing from a minor character to the protagonist, casting him as a project manager tasked with orchestrating the scripture quest. In Journey to the West, Taibai Jinxing appears multiple times, such as persuading Sun Wukong to surrender or escorting Tang Seng, always playing the peacemaker to resolve crises. Ma Boyong amplifies this role, giving Li Changgeng a layered personality, a blend of sagely wisdom and mortal-like anxiety and exasperation. This creative approach isn't without precedent. Elon Musk, in Tesla's early days, acted as a super coordinator, balancing technical teams, investors, and market expectations. Musk once said, "Management isn't about giving orders, it's about getting everyone to pull in the same direction." Li Changgeng's celestial maneuvering echoes this. He must find the optimal solution for the scripture project amid the Jade Emperor's pressure, the Buddhist schemes, and the demon's interference. Through Li Changgeng's perspective, Ma Boyong portrays the heavenly court as a rigidly hierarchical yet internally chaotic celestial corporation, setting the stage for an absurd yet relatable tone. This fusion of absurdity and realism is where Ma Boyong excels. He not only frames the heavenly court as a bureaucratic institution, but also vividly depicts its internal power struggles and inefficiencies. For instance, the novel mentions the celestial registry, where every immortal's merits and missteps are meticulously recorded, with a single mistake risking demotion to the mortal realm. This mirrors the Tang Dynasty's merit evaluation system, where officials faced regular assessments that determined their promotions, much like modern corporate performance reviews. Through these details, Ma Boyong seamlessly connects the celestial realm to real-world workplace dynamics, letting readers feel a familiar sense of pressure within the myth's fantastical setting. As a mid-level manager in this celestial corporation, Li Changgeng also contends with the heavenly court's meeting culture. The novel humorously depicts an immortal assembly where gods vie to claim credit, yet the agenda gets bogged down in formalism, ending without resolution. This mirrors the endless, unproductive meetings in modern corporations. Management scholar Peter Drucker once criticized corporate meetings as symptoms of organizational dysfunction, not solutions. Li Changgeng's frustration lies in pushing the scripture project forward in this inefficient environment. He relies on private negotiations and small-scale coordination to bypass cumbersome meeting protocols, showcasing a workaround wisdom. This strategy aligns with real-world workplace savvy. For example, Intel's former CEO Andy Grove was known for informal communication, often resolving issues through hallway chats rather than formal meetings, boosting efficiency. Ma Boyong also uses Li Changgeng's perspective to highlight the heavenly court's resource allocation issues. Though the scripture quest is a priority project, it's often hampered by insufficient resources. For instance, the novel describes Li Changgeng's struggle to secure divine artifacts for the team, facing months of layered approvals. This evokes modern corporate budget battles. Google's X Lab, for example, saw several innovative projects stall due to resource allocation disputes. Li Chang'en's solution is to leverage relationship networks and favors to borrow resources from other departments. This trading favors for resources tactic not only showcases his survival savvy but also prompts readers to reflect. Don't workplace resource battles often require similar flexibility? The novel's setting in the Tang Dynasty echoes the historical context of Zunzing's scripture quest and Journey to the West. Boyong doesn't cling to historical accuracy but uses Tang cultural symbols as a foundation, blending Taoist divine systems with poetic imagery. For example, Li Cixin often quotes Li Bai's poetry, like "Seize the day and revel in joy," both mocking the celestial bureaucracy and hinting at his yearning for freedom. These cultural elements not only enrich the novel's literary texture but also provide readers a key to understanding the celestial rules. Boyong's approach also shines in his deconstruction of myth. He reframes the heavenly court and Lingshan's rivalry as modern workplace departmental conflicts. For instance, the Jade Emperor and the Buddha's disagreements over the scripture project resemble strategic disputes among corporate executives. As the middleman, Li Cixin must mediate between the two, finding a balance. This setup gives the novel a classical charm while resonating with modern readers' experiences, laying the groundwork for deeper character and plot analysis. Chapter 2: Li Cixin's Workplace Struggles and Wisdom. The novel centers on Li Cixin, weaving together the complex relationships of the Jade Emperor, the Buddha, Sun Wukong, Tang Dynasty, and others, each with distinct motives and conflicts. Li Cixin isn't a traditional heroic protagonist, he's a middle manager caught between upper and lower ranks, burdened with the scripture quest yet constantly constrained by all sides. The Jade Emperor demands rapid progress to bolster celestial authority. The Buddha aims to spread Buddhist influence through the quest. Sun Wukong is defiant, Tang Dynasty is timid and suspicious, and Li Cixin must navigate these tensions to find equilibrium. A vivid passage captures his plight. Holding the Jade Emperor's divine tea, he trembled, fearing a single spilled drop would bring cosmic consequences. This not only satirizes the celestial hierarchy, but also reflects the modern workplace's sandwiched middle manager struggles. Such scenarios are common in reality. Lenovo's founder Liu Cixin, in the company's early days, faced pressures from state-owned enterprise reforms and internal team friction. He resolved conflicts by building teams, setting strategies, and leading people, much like Li Cixin's approach. Guided by Taoist non-action philosophy, Li Cixin appears compliant while subtly leveraging others' strengths. For instance, he uses Sun Wukong's rebellious streak to orchestrate the Bai Mawen incident, prompting the monkey's descent to the mortal world, ultimately forming the scripture team. Li Cixin's character also reflects Ma Boyong's insight into human nature. He's not an all-knowing deity but a corporate drone who grumbles and grows weary. In his diary he writes, "The scripture quest is endlessly tedious, yet I must press on." This relatability resonates with readers, who hasn't gritted their teeth through life's pressures. Li Cixin's wisdom lies in finding leverage points in chaos, achieving maximum results with minimal effort. Other characters are equally vivid. Sun Wukong's rebellion isn't mere recklessness but a rejection of celestial rules. Tang Dynasty's timidity masks his fear of the unknown, while Zhu Biji's greed conceals a longing for belonging. Through their interactions, Ma Boyong reveals the multifaceted nature of humanity. For example, Zhu Baji gripes, "All I wanted was a simple meal, so how'd I end up with this grueling quest?" This humorous yet poignant line echoes the just getting by mindset of modern workers. Li Cixin's coordination skills shine in his handling of relationships. He masters the art of smoothing things over, diffusing the Jade Emperor's impatience with humility and earning the Buddha's trust with sincerity. This mirrors modern management's emphasis on emotional intelligence. For instance, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, when taking over, faced internal factionalism but rebuilt trust through listening and empowerment, revitalizing the company. Li Cixin's success similarly stems from his keen understanding of others' motivations. Chapter 3: The Project Management Truth Behind the Scripture Quest. The novel's main arc revolves around the scripture quest, reimagined as a celestial version of project management. The story begins with the Jade Emperor's order to retrieve the scriptures, with Li Cixin as the chief coordinator tasked with planning, team building, and crisis management. The quest isn't a simple adventure but a complex game involving the heavenly court, the Buddhist realm, and demonic forces. The novel notes, the quest is like a chess game, every move must be cautious, for one misstep could unravel everything. This describes not only the quest, but also high-stakes decision-making in the workplace. The plot unfolds in 3 phases. The first is project preparation, where Li Chang'an shuttles between the Heavenly Court and Lingshan, reconciling the Jade Emperor and the Buddha's conflicting interests. The Jade Emperor seeks to cement celestial authority through the quest, while the Buddha views it as a chance to spread Buddhist teachings. Their goals seem aligned but hide tensions. The Jade Emperor prioritizes speed, the Buddha effectiveness. Li Chang'an must mediate, crafting a project plan that satisfies both the Heavenly Court's prestige and the Buddhist agenda. This mirrors cross-departmental collaboration in modern corporations, like Apple's iPhone development, where Steve Jobs balanced design, engineering, and marketing demands. The second phase is team assembly, where Li Chang'an cleverly harnesses Sun Wukong's defiance, Zhu Biji's greed, and Sha Seng's steadiness to form a seemingly chaotic yet complementary team. He knows success lies not in perfect individuals, but in collective synergy. The novel describes his first encounter with Sun Wukong. The monkey glared with fiery eyes, as if ready to tear a hole in the heavens. Rather than confront him head-on, Li Chang'an steps back, orchestrating the Bai Ma Wen incident to provoke Sun Wukong's rebellion, ultimately integrating him into the quest team. This retreat to advanced tactic reflects Li Chang'an's deep understanding of human psychology. He recognizes Sun Wukong's defiance stems from a craving for respect, so he deliberately assigns the lowly Bai Ma Wen role to spark rebellion, paving the way for the quest's foundation. The novel states, though wild, the monkey has a soft spot, only by letting him go can you rein him in. This not only characterizes Sun Wukong, but also showcases Ma Boyong's grasp of human motives. Similar wisdom appears in reality. When Steve Jobs returned to Apple, he faced a rebellious design team, but sparked their creativity through challenges and incentives, leading to the iPod's revolutionary design. Li Chang'an's taming of Sun Wukong involves a deeper strategy, channeling an opponent's energy for one's own ends. Sun Wukong's defiance is a double-edged sword, capable of disrupting celestial order or aiding the quest. Li Chang'an chooses the latter, using carefully designed conflicts to give Sun Wukong a sense of purpose. This aligns with modern psychology's motivational transformation theory. Psychologist Abraham Maslow argued that human needs progress from survival to self-actualization, and Li Chang'an taps into Sun Wukong's need for self-actualization, turning a destructor into a builder. The novel also illustrates the complexity of team management through Sun Wukong's growth. When Sun Wukong joins the quest team, he still carries rebellious fervor, clashing with Tang Seng. The monkey sneered, "This monk's too weak to be my master." Li Chang'an doesn't intervene directly but uses subtle nudges to help Sun Wukong align with the team's goals through trials. This hands-off approach mirrors modern startup empowering leadership. For instance, Tesla's chief designer Franz von Holzhausen was given autonomy by Elon Musk, resulting in the groundbreaking Model S design. Li Chang'an's wisdom lies in knowing when to let go, allowing the team to grow through conflict. This aligns with modern management's reverse incentive approach, like Google's former CEO Eric Schmidt, who fostered innovation by granting teams freedom to find their own path. The third phase is crisis management, with demons, Tang Seng's timidity, and celestial bureaucracy creating constant hurdles. Li Chang'an adapts on the fly to keep the project on track. In the White Bone Demon incident, he deliberately lets the demon cause chaos to test the team's resilience. This order through chaos approach echoes modern startups' agile management. Amazon's Jeff Bezos once said, "Rapid experimentation is the cornerstone of innovation." Li Chang'an's wisdom lies in embracing uncertain outcomes and finding opportunities within them. The novel also highlights the quest's complexity through details. Demonic interference isn't mere mischief but reflects local factions' power plays. The novel notes, though small, demons often have powerful backers. This mirrors modern workplace, unwritten rules. Readers find both the thrill of a celestial adventure and echoes of real-world workplace dynamics in these plotlines. Chapter 4. Cultural symbols and their resonance in celestial rules. The Annoyance of the Gods is not just a workplace satire, but a feast of classical culture. Ma Boyong deftly weaves in Taoist divine systems, Tang Dynasty poetry, and journey to the West's mythic elements, crafting a symbolically rich celestial world. These symbols serve as narrative tools while carrying deep cultural and modern significance. The celestial hierarchy is a key symbol, with the Jade Emperor at its center, enforced by rigid reporting structures akin to modern corporate bureaucracy. The novel states, the heavenly court, though lofty, is a tangled mess, with immortals pursuing their own agendas and efficiency lagging. This deconstructs the heavenly court in Journey to the West while satirizing modern workplace inefficiencies. Similar dynamics appear in history. During the Tang Dynasty's Xuanzong era, court factionalism led to inefficiencies, sowing seeds for the Enrich rebellion, much like the novel's celestial chaos. Poetic allusions are another symbolic highlight. Li Changgeng often uses Li Bai and Du Fu's poetry to express his state of mind, like how can I bow and scrape to the powerful, losing my joy, to convey his frustration with celestial rules. These poems not only add literary depth, but also highlight the tension between Li Changgeng's scholarly soul and the heavenly court's constraints. For instance, facing the Jade Emperor's reprimands, he silently recites Du Fu's "Your fame and body may perish, but rivers flow eternal, finding solace." This poetic expression lets readers feel cultural weight amid the humor. Taoist concepts of cause and effect permeate the novel. Each step of the quest is part of a karmic chain, like Sun Wukong's havoc in heaven, the cause leading to the quest team's formation, the effect. The novel states, cause and effect form a tight net, yet those within strive to break free. This echoes Journey to the West's philosophical core while prompting readers to reflect on real-world causality. For example, corporate decisions often prioritize short-term gains over long-term consequences, and Li Changgeng's strategies remind us that every choice sparks far-reaching ripples. These symbols carry profound modern relevance. Celestial rules mirror corporate KPI assessments, fair in appearance but stifling innovation. Poetry symbolizes the clash between personal ideals and reality. Readers, laughing at the narrative, can't help but reflect, are we too, toiling in a celestial grind? Chapter Karmic Philosophy and Human Insight. One of the novel's core themes is cause and effect, explored through Li Changgeng's maneuvers and the intricate interplay of actions and consequences. The scripture quest, seemingly a divine mandate, is a karmic game of competing interests. The novel notes, all things have causes and effects, yet between them lie countless variables. Li Changgeng's every decision risks unforeseen outcomes, like Sun Wukong's rebellion ultimately enabling the quest's success. This karmic perspective aligns with management philosophy. Management scholar Peter Drucker said, "Management is about predicting and addressing consequences." Li Changgeng's wisdom lies in accepting uncertain outcomes and seizing opportunities within them. For instance, in the White Bone Demon incident, he lets chaos unfold to test the team's resilience. This mirrors modern scenario planning. Shell, in the 1970s, used scenario planning to anticipate the oil crisis, adjusting strategies to turn risks into opportunities. The karmic theme extends to human nature. Li Changgeng isn't a cold strategist. He shows empathy for Tang Seng's timidity and Zhu Biji's greed. He sighs, God or demon, all have desires and emotions. This human insight elevates the novel beyond satire to touch deeper truths. For example, Tang Seng's timidity isn't mere weakness but fear of an unknown fate. The novel depicts his first meeting with Sun Wukong. Tang Seng clasped his hands, yet his eyes betrayed a flicker of panic. This nuanced portrayal reveals characters' vulnerabilities and authenticity. Human insight also shapes the depiction of demons. The White Bone Demon isn't purely evil but a proxy for local powers challenging celestial authority. This mirrors historical regional separatism in the Tang Dynasty, where local warlords defied the central court, much like the novel's demons. Through these details, Ma Boyong illustrates humanity's complexity. Everyone struggles within their own karmic net, seeking a way out. Chapter 6, From Celestial to Real-World Workplace Resonance. The Annoyance of the Gods captivates because it's not just a mythic tale but a mirror of modern workplace dynamics. Li Changgeng's struggles, high-pressure tasks, complex relationships, and inefficient bureaucracy are a portrait of every worker's reality. Through this celestial story, Ma Boyong reflects modern management dysfunctions and survival strategies. Take Sophia, a mid-level manager at a tech firm, overseeing a cross-departmental project. She faces executive KPI demands, team infighting, and picky clients, often working late to revise plans. Once, when miscommunication delayed her project, she adopted Li Changgeng's leveraging others' strengths approach, holding an open meeting to air grievances, resolving the conflict. Sophia's story mirrors Liu Cixin's tactics. Workplace success often hinges on wisdom and coordination, not brute force. The novel also exposes workplace hidden rules. Liu Cixin navigates the Jade Emperor's face-saving projects and the Buddha's strategic agendas, much like modern corporate alignments and resource battles. Huawei's founder Ren Zhengfei used gray management to balance internal conflicts, fostering collaboration amid competition, much like Liu Cixin's smoothing-over approach. Boyong also captures the workplace's absurdity. The heavenly court's immortal evaluations mimic modern performance reviews, fair in theory but riddled with loopholes. The novel notes, immortals scramble to write reports and claim credit, while few do the real work. This elicits laughs and resonance. Aren't we too, chasing meaningless metrics? The novel also explores workplace emotional management. Facing the Jade Emperor's scolding, Liu Cixin remains outwardly respectful while internally reciting, slashing water with a sword, it flows on, raising a cup to drown sorrow, it deepens. This emotional management keeps him clear-headed under pressure, offering readers practical wisdom. The novel states, the heavens know no storms, yet the heart's troubles surpass mortal woes. Liu Cixin's poetic self-soothing redefines pressure as transient, turning negative emotions into action. This aligns with modern psychology's mindfulness practices. Psychologist John Kabat-Zinn argues mindfulness is about observing, not fighting. Emotions. Liu Cixin embodies this. In reality, similar emotional management abounds. Bridgewater's Ray Dalio, facing investment losses, used a principles log to track emotions and decisions, staying rational during the 2008 financial crisis to avoid major losses. Liu Cixin's approach is similar, using poetry and diaries to break down stress into manageable parts, focusing on the quest. His emotional management extends to calming the team. When Tang Dynasty panics before demons, trembling and faltering in his chants, Liu Cixin gently advises, a chaotic heart breeds chaos, a calm heart opens the path. This not only steadies Tang Dynasty, but boosts team confidence. Similar tactics appear in modern workplaces, like Google's psychological safety culture, encouraging emotional expression to strengthen teams. Liu Cixin's emotional wisdom reminds us, in high-pressure settings, inner calm is key to success. This echoes modern psychology's cognitive reframing. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman notes that emotional management hinges on reshaping cognitive frameworks, exactly as Liu Cixin does through self-dialogue, turning stress into drive. Chapter 7. The Quest Lessons and Life Wisdom. The Annoyance of the Gods is more than a celestial adventure, it's a parable of survival and wisdom. Through Liu Cixin's story, Boyong offers 3 lessons: embrace imperfection, leverage others' strengths, and hold fast to your purpose. Liu Cixin isn't an all-powerful deity but a mortal-hearted figure tackling celestial challenges, ultimately enabling the quest's success. First, embracing imperfection is his core wisdom. The quest team isn't ideal. Sun Wukong is rebellious, Tang Dynasty timid, Zhu Baji greedy, but Liu Cixin doesn't try to change them. Instead, he uses their traits to turn weaknesses into strengths. The novel states there are no perfect people, yet imperfect ones can achieve great things. This aligns with modern inclusive leadership. Apple's former design chief Jony Ive encouraged diverse designers to shine, creating the iPhone's iconic design. Second, leveraging others' strengths, not brute force, is Liu Cixin's strategic essence. Knowing he can't push the quest alone, he uses the tensions between Sun Wukong's defiance, the Buddha's ambitions, and the Jade Emperor's authority to balance each other. This mirrors modern entrepreneurship's resource integration. DiDi's founder Cheng Wei scaled his platform by uniting drivers, passengers, and capital. Liu Cixin's success similarly stems from resourceful orchestration. Third, holding fast to purpose is Liu Cixin's moral anchor. Despite celestial deceit, he stays focused on completing the quest, maintaining inner clarity. In the novel's final scene, watching the quest team depart, he murmurs, "The road is long, but walking it brings you closer." This is both a hope for the quest and an encouragement to readers. A real-world parallel is Alibaba's Jack Ma, who, despite skepticism, clung to his vision of making business easy worldwide, reshaping global e-commerce. The Annoyance of the Gods lessons extend beyond the workplace to life itself. Whether facing high-pressure jobs or tangled relationships, we must, like Liu Cixin, find leverage points in chaos. Take Isaac, a freelancer juggling consulting projects. Overwhelmed by workload, he adopted Li Chang'en's wisdom, prioritizing tasks and collaborating strategically, boosting efficiency and trust. Step back from Li Chang'en's hustle and examine your own quest. Do you have a Jade Emperor pressing you, a Sun Wukong causing chaos? Perhaps the answer lies in using wisdom to ease troubles and action to write your own legend. Through this novel, Boyong reminds us, life may be vexing, but with wisdom, a path forward always emerges.